What's That Film? This is where you email with as much information as you can recall about a film whose name you can't remember, but has stayed with you for years, and in some cases, decades. You know the sort of thing. It was set in a public school or maybe a shop, and there was a briefcase with a map in it, and there was a haunted xylophone, and it was Mexican or maybe Scottish, and there was a chase sequence or even a cheese sequence through an enchanted forest, and it had someone who looked like an agile, diminutive Brazilian right-winger Garrincha, but it wasn't Garrincha, nor was it the diminutive, nightmarish Brazilian right-winger President Bolsonaro. I just added that bit in. Alex Boswell. There's a film I saw, Late Night TV, 1994, that left quite an impression on my infantile mind.
Okay.
It's a scuzzy-looking American film from the late 70s. The cinematography is a bit like Michael Mann's film Thief, has a Raymond Chandler-style voiceover throughout. In it, a middle-aged Lothario plans a large heist of some sort. It requires him to gradually seduce a lonely woman who works at the place he wants to rob, then betray her, then escape via speedboat. The film culminates...
Escape via speedboat?
Yes. He gets on a speedboat and escapes.
So there's a waterfront setting.
Well, he escapes via speedboat. I imagine that's over water. Anyway.
He escapes via speedboat on a road.
The film culminates with our man on trial for the robbery. The prosecution's case rests upon the woman's positive identification of the man. Being in love with him, the woman pretends she doesn't recognise him. Our man escapes justice, but must live with the fact that he's destroyed his relationship with the only woman he's ever truly loved. When I mention this film to people, they assume I'm talking about the Thomas Crown Affair or William Friedkin's The Brinks Job. It's neither of those films, although the lead does look a little like Peter Falk. Mayo@bbc.co.uk, 85058. Anything spring to mind?
No, I mean, it's weird that you mentioned The Brinks Job. The Brinks Job is a hugely underrated film. I think The Brinks Job is one of those films that is really worthy of being rediscovered. The Thomas Crown Affair thing is, yes, I can understand why people say that to you. I don't know what that film is. I'm sure that right now someone is shouting the name of it at the radio, but it's quite funny that you should say, everyone says it's Thomas Crown Affair and The Brinks Job, because part of me was going, oh, it sounds a bit like Thomas Crown Affair, and now you mention it. I mean, it's the Brinks Job thing is only the Peter Falk connection, but The Brinks Job is a lovely film. It's not The Brinks Job, but that is a really lovely little film.
Well, don't shout at the radio. Text 85058 or email mayo@bbc.co.uk.